Welcome to Not Starving Artists, the podcast. I'm your host, Brooke Benson, money coach and equity actor. I am your financial cheerleader, here to help you build your financial confidence and have power over your money. The best part, no budgeting or bi-weekly paychecks required. I went from being a broke BFA grad having weekly panic attacks about money to a financially confident, wealth-building actor and business owner. Money gets to feel fun, simple, and sexy, and I am going to show you how. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another installment of my podcast series, Inside One-on-One Coaching. Now, I've done one of these series before, and what you're about to hear is a real-life coaching call with me. Why I wanted to do this series again is because I think it's really important for you all to hear how money gets talked about behind closed doors. Now, just so you're aware, every single person who you are about to hear inside of this series has consented to being on the podcast. They came into the recording knowing exactly what these recordings would be used for. So with these coaching calls, there's a few reasons why I want you to hear them. One is because I think it's important to hear that we all have so many of the same money narratives that we're trying to work through, financial struggles that we're trying to work through, right? You're not special, but in the best way, right? In the most liberating way. That's one of the reasons I want you to hear these. The second thing is I want you to hear how much we can accomplish, whether it be mindset or tactical, can be accomplished in just 30 minutes. Each of these coaching calls was a 30-minute coaching call. And most of these people I had never worked with before. So I want you to hear how much we get through in just 30 minutes. And I want you to hear that as just 30 minutes of intentional focused time on your money can yield so much results. Okay? There's this huge misconception that getting your money shit together is going to take hours and hours and hours and so much time and energy and all of this stuff. And sure, maybe some methods, maybe some financial advice that is out there. Yes, that would be the case. Not here at Not Starving Artists, baby. We got too much art and too much change in the world to do to let money take up too much of our life. So I'm so excited for you to hear these coaching sessions. If you yourself are interested in one-on-one coaching with me, you can find all of the details at the link in the show notes. You can also find it at notstarvingartist.com under the tab One-on-One Money Mentorship. Now let's get into it.
Hi.
Hi, Sheila. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm so excited to coach you today.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
doing this.
Yeah. So as we dive in, to start off, can you tell me a little bit about who you are, what you do, what's your vibe?
Yes. So I'm Sheila Mwiganwa. I live in New York City in Brooklyn, Coney Island. And I was born and raised in South Africa. And I am an actor. And
Amazing. We love our actors over here.
yeah, I'm an actor. And for my day job, I work at a restaurant as a hostess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah.
Amazing. Talk to me about what you want coaching on today. I read your form, but tell me what has been on your brain
It's a lot. It's a lot on my brain.
Tell me.
It's a lot on your brain, but I the reason I'm doing this, I've been seeing your I don't even know how I came across you. Obviously, it's probably social media, maybe Instagram. I think it's Instagram, and you keep popping up, and I just like what your messaging before you were doing what you were doing. Kind of like you went through this kind of similar, not the same, things, and I just feel like I'm in a rut. I just I have financial problems. My finances are just like out of control. And of course, with the strikes and everything, the auditions have been very slow and all of that type of stuff. So I'm kind of like in the most thing that is really like frustrating me right now is that I have this credit card that I'm trying to get rid of. And I feel like it's kind of like put me in a box because I really want to pay it off. So I cannot be able to do things, like taking classes. I'm like, maybe if I can get rid of this credit card, then I can go back to my acting classes. Like it's so hard for me right now. And yeah, it's just, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the credit card and let's talk about your finances being out of control, right?
Mhm.
That's the words
Yeah.
you used.
Yeah.
So tell me about with your finances being out of control, what does that mean tactically?
So for an example, which is a major thing for me, I live in New York, all my family members, everybody's in South Africa. I came to New York when I was 20 years, 2021. So basically it's just me, myself and I. And of course, where I work, I don't really make that much money. I make like, I'm gonna be transparent. After tax, I make like $800, which every week I have to send $100 to my mom in South Africa, right? And I don't have emergency fund, which it bugs me a lot.
Yeah.
I don't have savings.
Mm-hmm.
And that if anything happens to me, that's a shit show. You know what I mean? So I constantly think about that. I just, yeah. So that's like the major thing that is kind of like
Of course.
at the moment right now.
Yeah. So first thing here, we always go to numbers and strategy and the tactical piece first, right? To clean things up, get things organized, figure out what are the actual problems and circumstances that need to be solved. And then we find the emotional stuff, the mindset stuff, whatever's going on, right, in the heart, in the body that needs to be worked on too. Because it's a lot easier to feel calm about your money when you actually have money in the bank, right? So that's the first thing we start with.
Yeah.
So first, so 800 a week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So 800 a week minus 100 to your mom each
I
week.
have to.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
So 700 a week basically.
Yes.
What are your expenses month to month? Like what do you need to live month to month financially?
First of all, important is rent.
Mhm.
Do I have to tell you how much is it?
You don't yes, if you're comfortable sharing your numbers.
I mean, you took this call.
Yeah.
I usually very quiet. That's why I need help. I'm always like quiet. I'm scared to I don't know why. I've never used to be that way. When I left South Africa, I was fearless. I was like, I'm going for, but since I'm like this age, so much fear and like, so I'm gonna be open. I came to this call to
Yes,
be open.
good.
So I make 909. I'm sorry. My rent is 909. I
Okay.
live by myself, thank God. I have a studio. I have those the lottery studio, so I was blessed with that.
Amazing.
So that's the number one is my rent. If rent is paid, I'm good.
Okay.
My phone bill
Mhm.
and my internet,
Okay.
which is important because I need it for myself. I need internet.
Right, of course.
My electricity bill,
Mhm.
and then everything goes to acting, casting networks, which is so expensive. I pay like $30 every month.
Mhm.
Um, I have what else? I have We Audition.
Mhm.
I pay Actors Access a yearly, so I don't
Mhm.
do that. Amazon,
Mhm.
Netflix,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hulu. I cut on the Apple. I cut Apple because I had to cut something out. I have Apple. I mean, I don't have Apple, but I have Hulu. So
Okay. So all together, do you know what that total number is? All of those things? Like, let's not include groceries, eating out, shopping, any of that. Let's
yeah,
only include those like, right, those subscriptions, those auto pays, your rent, your bills, etc.
that's another thing. I always run from the financial stuff, so I don't know how much they all cost. I just go day by
Okay.
day because I don't like to open up my account and see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. So
I
this
use
is the first step, right? Of course you hate it because it's, well, let me ask,
yes.
what is the thought that goes through your head that keeps you from looking at the numbers? Or what are you afraid of? What's the avoidance coming from?
Because I know that I probably went overdraft
Mm,
because of I don't have enough money in the bank account.
mhm.
And I honestly can't keep up with I mean, I wrote them down, but I can't keep up with exactly when is like like I know rent is the first
Yeah.
and We Audition I think is the seventh. So I can't really keep up with like because I run away from it. I don't want the truth because I know I don't have the money most of the time. So that's why.
Right. Okay. So running away from the truth, which is I don't have enough money, or if we want to phrase that in a more positive light, is I want more money to be able to do more things that I'm excited about, right?
Yes. Yes.
Why are you afraid of having that thought of I want more money because I have things I'm excited about? What do you think that thought is going to create for you?
It's a fear that
Mm-hmm.
it's never gonna happen.
Tell me more.
It's the fear that I don't know, I'm getting emotional now.
Tell me more.
I mean, it's just a fear that I'm always gonna be in the same exact thing, doing the same thing, doing my hosting, which is fine. I've been working there for like 12 years this year.
Mhm,
I love it, but it's not my passion.
mhm.
But it brings, money. I mean, $800 is money, and it gives me flexibility with my auditions. Um, it's just a feel like I will never be able to be successful and be able to have enough money. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to do side hustle, but I'm scared to try because I feel like I'm just scared.
Yeah.
And I know I want to be okay with the finances because I think about it daily, 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 but I'm just like terrified.
Mhm, mhm. So the emotion that you're feeling and that thought, right, of like, of course you are avoiding your money because you don't want to feel the heavy feeling of I'm going to be this way forever. I'm
Right.
never going to be able to live a different kind of life. Like that's the belief that's in your head.
Yeah.
So of course you don't want to look at your money. So let's name that there's nothing abnormal happening here with what's going on in your brain and in your body. The other thing that avoidance stems from is when you see the facts,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to cause you to change something. And
Mm-hmm.
that change is really scary,
Yeah.
right? Like you said, like you want to start this side hustle, or like I want to talk more about that. But that thought is going to cause you to take some new action, foreign territory. And that's when your brain and body are like, red alert, run away, go back to
Yeah.
comfort. So it's
Yeah.
like, well, if we just don't look, we are not going to have that thought. We don't have to change. And it's comfortable feeling anxious every day about money. We're
Mhm.
comfortable with that anxiety, the
Mhm.
anxiety of doing something new or making a change, or like having the belief that we are going to be crazy successful and financially secure. That's a whole new level of fear and scaredness. What's
Mhm.
coming up as I say that?
I mean, it's the truth.
Yeah. Talk to me about this side hustle.
So that's another thing, right? Um, I love acting,
Mhm.
but we just have to be in it's a reality. I'm not trying to be like the plan A, the plan B, whatever, but I've just seen like life has changed now, especially with social media, that you can still create side hustles because that's another thing that I'm like working on, right? When I started acting like long time ago, and I moved to the US '05, and then, during those times, '06, '07, '08, that's when I started like really taking it seriously in America. And you're always told, right, that focus just only on acting, focus on only acting. You see people, and I'm not discrediting because they've so many people that because I listen to a lot of interviews with people that inspire me. Of course, they went through the time when they used to sleep on the floor, at a couch, whatever, stick it out. I didn't have a job. I just, you know what I mean? And that mentality, which I'm like fighting with it, I'm like, I don't have to be like them. I don't have to be like, lives have changed. I could sell peanuts on Instagram, the best peanuts in the world, and then have the following and still make money out of that. So I started the side hustle selling sunglasses. I'm not good with marketing, whatever. And of course, the only people that bought were my friends. And
Mhm.
nobody was buying, nobody was checking. And of course, the fear came in again, like, oh, nobody's gonna check for me, and it stopped.
Mhm.
I had to freeze the website because I'm just like, here we go again. Nothing is happening. I see on TikTok people are selling digital courses and stuff like that. I want to try that, but again, I'm like, oh, but my sunglasses did not work. What if it doesn't work? You know what I mean? So it's just so much that I'm like, I want to try, but it feels so far. Like it's
Yeah,
irritating.
sure.
Does it make sense?
It does, yes. So I want to go back to the very specific example you gave with the selling sunglasses.
Mhm.
Why didn't the selling sunglasses work?
It's a fear. And I honestly, I was not even putting it, to be honest, I wasn't putting in the work because I was like, okay, people are not buying.
Uh-huh. How long were was it a website that was
It,
up?
it was a website, yes. It
A
was a
website
Shopify.
on Shopify. Cool.
Yeah.
So how long did you have the Shopify site up?
Less than a year.
Okay. And what kind of like marketing or selling were you doing with these sunglasses?
Only I was only posting on TikTok just for 1, 2 times and on my Instagram, and that's it. And I tried to do Facebook. I did a little bit of Facebook ads.
Mhm.
Minor thing because again, because of the money, I couldn't put enough money to pay for ads because
Sure.
I don't have it. I'm trying to like get rid of this debt.
Mhm, mhm.
And I
Right.
think the also thing that really stops me from doing my side hustle is like if I can get rid of this credit card, because when I get paid, I try to put whatever all the money that I have on that credit card so I can finish it so I can be able to be free to do
Mhm.
my business.
Cool. So let's pause right here because here's the problem. You're putting any extra money you can towards the credit card because you think the credit card is what's keeping you from feeling freedom. When if you just paid the minimum on your credit card, automatically now you have more freedom and your debt's going to inevitably get paid off.
Yes, because what I saw for the first time, I was like, let me look at my bank account, not the statement on my credit card. I get charged $100 a month
Mm-hmm.
for interest.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
I was like, what? That freaked me. I was like, what? Like on a year, how much is that? That's
Yeah.
a lot of money. So in my mind, I'm like, I need to be aggressive with this. Yes, I still want to do my sunglasses because I'm passionate about it. Been wanted to do for years and years before a social media setting was a thing. But of course, the fear, and I never did it. So I'm like, okay, now let's put it on the side because I have to do the marketing, pay for the marketing, pay for the branding and whatever. Let's put it on the side and let's focus on this credit card. When it's over and done with, then I can be free and breathe.
Uh-huh.
That's
Okay.
what's my brain.
Sure. So the right now what's happening is your brain is so panicked about paying interest, and that panic is going to keep you from making the money that you want and can make to be able to pay that credit card off even easier, right? Because right now putting every extra amount you can from your current paycheck towards that debt is causing you to feel squeezed and then probably put other things on the credit card, right?
I'm very squeezed. I'm very squeezed that when I get paid, I make sure it auto goes to the credit card. And then I'm left with a little bit and I realize, oh my God, I gotta buy milk, I gotta buy food. And then now it's overdrive because it's just I'm a mess.
Yeah.
I'm a mess.
Sure. And let's even take that sentence. You're not a mess. Like, that's a really mean thing to be saying to yourself and using as a beating stick, right? You're not a mess. You just are navigating numbers and finances that you've made mean something about you, right? Like, if we take this off of you, the artistic industries and how finances work and the starving artist trope have set you up for failure. The capitalistic society we live in America has set you up for failure. The cost of living crisis that is happening in these big cities have set you up for failure. So at the end of the day, we can take that pressure off of you. Like that, not your fault. What you're navigating right now, not your fault. And now it gets to be your choice how you want to move forward. Okay. So taking the pressure off of needing to pay off the credit card now is what is going to have you only paying off the minimum, right? So every month, set your minimum on auto pay, right? But keep the rest in your bank account, right? And you're going to get clear on what it costs to live as you month to month. You're going to list out all of your expenses, right? That rent, that utilities, etc. You're going to make a list of that amount, okay? So let's say it's $1,200. Like if your rent is 900, let's say you've got 300 of other expenses. So let's say you have 1,200. You're bringing in 700 times 4 is 2,800. Okay, so you're bringing in 2,800. We're going to subtract 1,200 from that. You have 1,600 left over. What is do you know your credit card minimum?
Yeah, it's 150.
150. Okay, cool. We're going to pay 150 a month. So we're going to subtract 150 from that 1,600. And now you're left with $1,450, okay, from your monthly paycheck. So you have $1,450 to put into your savings account in case an emergency comes up, to spend on groceries and eating out to still enjoy your life a little bit, right? And then you have a little bit of money to put towards your business, which I want to talk about in a second, but you have more flexibility than you're letting yourself feel because everything is being funneled to the credit card. So I want you to see you actually do have $1,400 worth of wiggle room that you're not letting yourself experience because you're mad at your debt.
Mm-hmm.
What's coming up for you here?
Immediately my fear was like, oh, what do you mean I have to pay 150? Like, what do you, it's gonna take me another 2 years to finish this stupid bill. But yeah, I would like to try because this is just not healthy. Like you
Yeah.
were mentioning it, even when I don't even want to go out with my friends.
Yeah.
I honestly, I turn like, even I'm not like a partier person, whatever, but once in a while, but now I'm just like, nope, 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 nope.
Yeah. And it's because you feel like you don't have money in your bank account. You feel like you're broke. You don't have wiggle room. And you know that it's going to go on the credit card and you're mad about the debt. And then that's going to extend the debt payoff. Right.
Right.
So you're not letting yourself enjoy your life right now,
Oh, now
which
it's
is,
just crippling. I don't know what is
yeah.
happening.
And when you don't enjoy your life and when you're carrying that heavy of a weight around on you all the time, of course you don't have the energy to market a side hustle. Of course you don't have the energy for this sort of thing because you
Yeah.
need your cup filled, right? And it's like that, those thoughts and how you're navigating your money right now is draining your cup.
Right.
Yeah. So let's give yourself the wiggle room now, right? Let's experiment because what you've been doing isn't working. Okay. So you're going to give yourself that wiggle room now. You're just going to set your credit card on auto pay. And you can do the credit card debt payoff calculator online and see exactly when it will be paid off if you just pay the minimum. And what I want you to anchor into is the inevitability of the debt payoff, even if you just pay the minimum. It might take longer, but at the end of the day, if it's easy for you to make that monthly minimum payment and it's going to pay itself off in X amount of years, great, do that. You're debt free the moment it becomes easy and inevitable to make that monthly payment that's going to pay it off.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to start there. Now, brain space and financial space to be able to increase your income. Right? So this could look like your sunglasses side hustle, right? But it could also look a bunch of different ways. Maybe it looks like getting a, working at a restaurant that pays higher, right? Or that tips higher. Maybe it looks like getting a different kind of job to fill those hours and not working at a restaurant anymore. And alongside that, your side hustle. Now, what I want to say about your side hustle, right? And I don't even really like the word side hustle because it's become a very like bro-y term, right?
Yeah.
But this is something you're passionate about, right?
That I'm passionate about, yes.
Okay, amazing. So this is your passion project. This is your parallel career. Let's build that no matter what because you're excited about it, right? We can't go wrong following your excitement and your passion. So with this business, I want you to remove anything that you think you have to do in order to have a successful business. Facebook ads, ignore them. Paying someone to do your marketing, ignore them. Spending money on branding, ignore it, at least for right now.
Okay.
You can use so many free outlets and resources and your own brain to make sales and make the money in order to pay for branding if you want it down the road. But let's not have any overhead in this passion business. Let's use it to get money in your pocket. And then on top of money in your pocket, then you can save for investing back in your business to make even more money in your pocket. But the end goal of this is money in your pocket. So let's focus on that first. Because Facebook ads won't solve the problem of you still needing to sell your product.
That's true. Yeah.
Facebook ads only work if you're already selling your product.
That's true. Yeah.
Marketing people can only do so much. They don't have the passion for this business like you do.
That's true.
People can feel that.
That's true.
What's coming up there?
Little revelation because I mean I have access to social media. Yeah. I can do that stuff by myself. Yeah. I have TikTok. I can do those stuff by myself. I don't have to wait. I think in my mind, it's just also, when you listen to so many people with like, this person is saying this person is saying this person is, do a Facebook, do this, and then you're like, oh my God, I'm not doing it. And you feel like you're not doing enough.
Yeah.
So it's refreshing to hear you have a different approach,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I always say, like, make profit first and then invest back in your business. Because if you need a bunch of money put into your business before it starts profiting, then it's not really going to be a profitable business, right? With so much available to us now, you can start making money with no money.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah. And you're telling me content on TikTok selling sunglasses? I can just imagine you getting on TikTok, right? I am imagining it right now. Yes, multiple times a week, get on TikTok. You're gonna be selling these sunglasses.
Yeah. I started when I first premiered the sunglasses, it was a thing. And after a while it was like boom.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And your business will only fail if you stop working on it.
absolutely.
So like it hasn't failed, you just took a breather.
I did. That's why I didn't even cancel it. I just froze it because you can do
Yeah.
that on Shopify. I prayed about it. I'm like, is this what I really want? And I love it. I love I love wearing sunglasses. I have them everywhere. It's here. You know what I mean? I love it. It's just the fear, and then it's just like, oh, and then I cannot build this because I don't, it's just I'm just driving myself crazy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
go play, let yourself have fun with it.
Thank you for this.
Yeah. And like you're gonna be able to play and have fun with it when you give yourself breathing room,
Right.
right?
Right.
And like, so to kind of like recap what we've been talking about, when you set your minimums on auto pay,
Mhm.
right? And you are looking at your numbers, okay? Go listen. Do you listen to the podcast, the Not Starving Artist podcast?
I listened once. I'm all over the place.
It's okay. But I want to give you a resource here because I
Okay.
have an episode about financial CEO parties, which is
Okay.
a monthly money date that you
Mhm.
can have with you and your money, where you look at your numbers, you set yourself up for the month ahead.
Mhm.
It's on YouTube too. I like go through the whole process.
Okay.
Um, I believe it's called Manage Your Money in Less Than 1 Hour a Month. So if you just like scroll through Apple or Spotify or YouTube, wherever you do
Mhm.
your podcast, you'll find it.
Okay.
Um,
I'll look it up.
follow that process, right? To look at your numbers, get aware of your numbers, set your credit card minimum on auto pay. And then
Mhm.
what you're going to do is you're going to decide how much you want to spend on extraneous stuff every month, right?
Okay.
So like groceries, they are not extraneous, but they're going to fluctuate. So like groceries, food, outings, going out with your friends, how much per month you want to spend, and then put that chunk of money into a checking account on
Mhm.
its own. So it's your playground money throughout the
Ah.
month. Separate it from your bills.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
Separate the two. So you can set everything on auto pay. So like we audition hits on the 17th. Great. The money's already in the bank to be able to pay for it. You're
Mhm.
spending out of this other flex spending account. So you can see how much you have left. It's giving you spending freedom. You've got juicy deliciousness in there. And then the rest of that money that's coming in from those paychecks, you can put into your savings account to buffer you for, right? Like someone has a birthday dinner, right? And everyone's pitching in for a gift or whatever, and you have to put $50 towards it. Great.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, an emergency comes up, or like you need to go to the doctor and all of a sudden you've got to get all this extensive blood work done. Great. You have savings for it.
Right.
Because the key to paying off debt and then staying out of debt is that nothing new is going on the credit card. So being
Right.
able to put all of that money into your savings and not shoving it all to the credit card is actually making it more inevitable that you're going to stay out of debt because nothing else needs to go on it because you've got cash in the bank to cover it.
Fine. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
good.
that.
That's how you can think about it.
Yeah, I like that. Because now I have like $50 in my savings.
Yeah. And of
I
course,
like
that's
that.
going to
I'm
drum
gonna
up
do that.
stress.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try that. Thank you. This is really helpful.
Oh,
How
I'm
do
so glad
people,
to hear
how
that.
do people continue working with you or you don't how do you go about it?
Yeah, so I have two different ways that people can work with me. I have one-on-one coaching, which is a 3-month package, and it's private coaching just like this. And then
Mhm.
I also have a group program called Cashed Up Creatives. There's a
Mhm.
video training portal, there's weekly group coaching calls, and things like that. So those are the two ways people can work with me.
Check it out. This was really helpful.
Good. I'm so glad, Sheila. It was so lovely to coach you
I,
today.
I I really love what you're doing. I see your post every time on
I'm so glad to hear it. I can't wait to see your TikTok sunglasses post. So
Yes, I'm gonna start. I have to start again.
Yes, amazing.
So much. I
Of
appreciate
course.
you.
Of course. Have a
I'll
great
see you
rest of your
soon.
week. Yes. Bye, Sheila.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Come join me on Instagram for more on how to build a simple, sexy relationship with your money. My Instagram handle is @NotStarvingArtists. And if you want to dive deeper with me, head to the show notes to learn more about one-on-one coaching. If you love this episode, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend that you want to get rich with.